Hey, welcome. It's Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com again. Like always, we write up 3 value price wine reviews a week on the cheapwinefinder.com website, and then we plug the microphone in and we talk about it. And today we've got a wine. It's called the Pinot Project 2022. I found it for $11.89 of all things. It's a wine you'll find, under 15 and between 10. It's called the Pinot Project because, Michael Skelnick he's a big-time importer, and this is his project. He wanted to do a classic, affordable California Pinot Noir, but they do have this, and they also have a Pinot Grigio from Italy, a Pinot Grigio from Washington, and a Rosé of Pinot Noir too. So it's all Pinots. There's 4 different wines, all Pinots. And that's what the project's about. Now, one of the things about this, a lot of times you see, it's from, it's from Santa Lucia Highlands, or it's from Carneros. They have these value price ones, and they're from very high-end, fancy areas. And here, this is more Mendocino, the Susun Valley, San Benito. I mean, they're good places for grapes. There's nothing wrong with it, but instead of going for name recognition, they just went for good vineyards that had Pinot Noir, and from places, because they have up and down the coast, from central coast to north coast, and I'm not quite sure where the Susun Valley is. It's between Sacramento and San Francisco, somewhere in there, where that falls in. But all these different places have different climates and different soils. But it's all Pinot Noir, and they all had long growing regions. That's the one thing they did do, and there's nothing fancy here. A lot of times it's a full cluster, fermentation, where they leave the seeds and the stems on, and that's how they do it in France for the heavy-duty ones, because that way, by removing everything you remove removes flavor, so they leave everything in. They pulled that out. This is pretty much a non-oaked, unoaked Pinot Noir, but they did add a little bit in of French oak barrel and a little bit of American oak, so there's just enough to get a little bit, and I think I picked up a little vanilla here and there. So this is just a solid California Pinot Noir. It's not trying to be overly fancy, but they're trying to do a really good wine. This is by this big-time importer, puts his name on the line all the time, so this is the 2022 vintage, but the 2021 got 91 points in Wine Enthusiast, and this is Pinot Noir is vintage dependent. You're going to get one year better than the next, but this is perfectly good. It's very see-through. It's got a nice cherry color. You could read your emails through it. Classic nose. It's got those sweet cherries, and then the funky mushrooms and herbs and all that kind of stuff. We'll take a sip. This is a solid, affordable, classic California Pinot Noir. Not like one of the new ones where this is 13.5 in the alcohol, which is low compared to what's going on nowadays. But the new ones, the new style is like 14.9 in the alcohol, and they added Petit Syrah and Zinfandel Merlot to it. And it's more of a red blend than it is a Pinot Noir. But nope, this is classic California Pinot Noir at an affordable price, well made, solid acidity. I went to a Burgundy tasting one time, and I figured out, if you tell the winemakers there from France, the acidity is beautiful, it gives the wine length, and they're all happy. That's one thing they want in Pinot Noir. They want to control the acidity to give the wine length and structure, and that's what they got here. So there you go. It's inexpensive, I think under $12 Pinot Noir. It's not fancy. It's not from the coolest AVAs in California, but they're good grapes. And that's all you're really looking for. All the rest is kind of like window dressing. They're trying to sell you on something. All they need to do is make a good wine from good grapes at a good price, and think we'd all be happy. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. And this is the Pinot Project 2022. I've actually got a St. Patrick's Day wine coming up. I've seen wines with green labels. This one actually has a connection to Ireland in a very weird way, and that'll be in a couple of days. So be look forward to that one. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. The Pinot Project 2022. It's a good, solid, everyday, drinkable, classic Pinot Noir. And that's good enough for me. So adios, keep it cheap and stay warm or cold, whatever it is. It's getting crazy. I think we'll be in the 60s here in Chicago, which is the first time in 4 or 5 months. So adios, bye-bye. Talk to you later.